Welcome to my first YouTube video. I have scripted this because it's my first time, just bear with me. This video is about how I've configured PfSense in my home and why. I've seen many videos on the subject where a dedicated server is used to run PfSense, and if you do, you've really missed a trick. I mean, why not virtualize? I use Hyper-V and VLANs instead of using two NICs for separate WAN and LAN. My rationale on this is that my internet is 80 megabits down, it's 20 megabits up, so why would I dedicate a 1 gigabit link for such little utilization? Secondly, my modem is in the house and my server running PfSense is in the cabin at the bottom of the garden. So let's take a look. So this is how I did it. Let me lay the foundations first so you're completely informed. I'm in the UK, my service provider is Vodafone on fibre to the cabinet. This room was my home office when I moved in. Well, let's be honest, it was a gaming room. Now it's my youngest son's room. This is the network equipment in the house. This is the line in from the telegraph pole. And this is the master socket. This is the OpenReach modem, purchased from eBay for around a tenner. I have a few spares in case of failure, but it's been really solid. This is a managed power over Ethernet switch necessary for the VLANs, and an unmanaged switch going to the TV, kids' rooms, NAS, etc. And this is a proper cup of tea. This is the ISP provided router. It's not used, but it's left there in case of a catastrophic failure and I need to get it plugged in quick, but it's just there as a cold spare. On the managed switch, port 1 and 2 go to cameras that are power over Ethernet. Port 3 I'll come back to. Port 4 goes to the OpenReach modem. Port 5 goes to a NAS. Port 6 goes to the unmanaged switch. Port 7 and 8, the red cables, they go to the cabin. So port 3 is going to a power over Ethernet Ubiquity AP Lite access point, which is an extremely solid access point approved by the wife, as you can see. Absolutely no complaints about it being there. I'm now in the cabin and you can see here this network switch is the same model as the one in the house. We've got the two links coming from the house here. Got two links going to the server, they are trunks, link aggregated. One goes to a smart TV here and the other one is for the IPMI of the server. And that's all we're using down here for now. We're at the back of the server here and you can see the two network cables going in, which is the trunk from the switch. And this is a super micro motherboard running in an old Lian Li case, and it's been running for years absolutely fine. Here's a simplified drawing of the network. Okay, let's move on to Hyper-V and installing PfSense. Okay, here's Hyper-V, so let's quickly create our PfSense machine. I'm going to call it 000 PfSense. The zeros for me is just an indicator of the time delay before it starts up. Other machines use a longer timer, so all the boot ups are staggered. Generation 2 machine, giving it 4 gig of dynamic memory. I'll come back to the networking. Create the hard drive, browse to the installation media and finish. Now PfSense is created, I want to show you how we set it up for the use of VLANs instead of having multiple network cards configured in Hyper-V. PfSense will just see one network card and then you set up the VLANs from inside PfSense. If you see my network team here, That's the two network cables going into the back of the PC. Here, there's the two live network adapters. It's been created as a LACP team mode, that's what's supported on the switch, and the operating system sees it as Team Baker. Going back to PfSense, in the virtual switch manager you will see the Team Baker adapter is created. It's an external network and it connects as the Microsoft Network Adapter Multiplexer driver. The host operating system is allowed to use it, and the LAN is VLAN 1. Go into the settings of PfSense. You want to add a network adapter, which will appear here. If you start the machine then stop it again, it will create a MAC address for it. We want this to be static, and I'll show you why in a moment. The adapter should be connected to your team. No VLAN, don't set the VLAN, and OK. Now this is the absolutely crucial part. You need to run this command here. Get-VMNetworkAdapter, put the VM name in, as in that's what I set it up as, where object property MAC address is equal to, and then put in the MAC address that you set it as. Set-VMNetworkAdapterVlan to trunk. So that is saying that Hyper-V will send a trunk to PfSense. AllowedVlanIdList, I've just put 1 to 10. That means I can add some more later. NativeVlan, as in untagged traffic, is on 99. And if you run that command and it completes OK, you should get a result like this, which shows PfSense network adapter trunk mode, VLANs 1 through 10, 99 is untagged, and all the rest of the machines are tagged with VLAN 1 for LAN access. Now we're ready for the PfSense install. Let's rush through it. And first boot. Okay, now we'll set up the VLANs, and as you can see there is just one network interface listed. HN0, VLAN tag 1, just need 1 and 10, HN0, tag 10, finished. The WAN is HN0.10 and the LAN is HN0.1. Nothing else. Do you want to proceed? Yes. Just need to set the LAN address. All the configuration is completed in the console now. We should be able to ping the router. From here we'll do the rest of the configuration in the web browser. Okay, I'll navigate to the router. Default username is admin and PfSense. I'll just next quickly past all this boring stuff. Okay, as you can see, the WAN is on VLAN 10, LAN VLAN 1. We need to connect to the internet now using PPPoE. Link interface .10. I'm on Vodafone. Username and password, which I did manage to get off Vodafone the second time around. The first time they refused. Then a month later they changed their policy It'll make me have it. Save. Now I need to tell the WAN interface to use PPPoE0. Save. Okay, at this point have a reboot. Okay, let's log in. And we should have a WAN IP, and we should be able to ping the internet. Reply from 1.1.1.1. That's it, it's working. Well, I hope that's of some use to you. It took me ages to do. Please let me know if you want me to go into more detail about the switch, how that's configured. If you want to give me some advice on what direction you want the channel to go in, that'd be great. Leave a comment, ask me questions, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Let's see where this channel goes. So thanks for watching. See you next time.